Another good one, but also a sad one. So this is part two of the police identifying the young woman found in the garbage bag in East Harlem, 120 24th Street, right there by Metro North. So they found her. So they actually have identification of her. They identified her. Her name is Bonnie Rice. Her name is Bonnie Rice, right? And she was 30 years old. They said that she lived there, underneath there. She lived underneath there. She lived underneath there. She was sleeping there, and they basically were saying that this was apparent drug overdose. This was a drug overdose. This is what they were saying. But reports are saying that she had trauma to the head. Some reports saying that she didn't have trauma to the head. Nevertheless, my thing is this, is that she's no less than a human being. She's no less than a human being. You understand what I'm saying? She's a human being. And basically that was plagued with a lot of trauma, a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of things that went on in her life. And you know, when people go through these certain things, they go straight to drugs, they go straight to alcohol, you know, and everything else, prostitution, a lot of other stuff, you know. They say that she was a very, very sweet young lady. Very, very sweet young lady. Unfortunately, they said she had a drug overdose, bad drugs. They're investigating it, but they're looking at this case as a drug overdose. There's more to this story of this young lady. If you look inside my thumbnails, you can see forensics. You seen a police van is there, right? You seen a body bag, right? And you seen police, the forensics team there, checking on a body, right? And then you see something lurking in the shadow. Then you see zombies in the shadow. That area, right, is plagued with drugs and everything else right there. To be exact, K2 and a drug called Trick, right? So we have to understand this from a point of view, of a spiritual point of view, also from a physical point of view, that I believe, and I could be wrong, somebody was watching her. Somebody was watching this young lady and took advantage of this young lady when she was high. And they said that she was on the streets for a long, long time. She lived on the streets. She slept underneath the Metro North, because that's the Metro North right there. 124th and Park Avenue, right there in East Harlem, not too far from the 4, the 5, and the 6 train. You know, there's buses there and everything else, you know. So I want to send my condolences out to her. I want to send my condolences out, and I want to send my love to those that was actually trying to support her, that really cared about her. And this is a sad situation, man, to be basically to talking about this, because you know individuals that plunge themselves into a life of darkness, of drugs, life of crime, prostitution, and traumas and depression. A lot of this stuff starts from home. And anxiety, a lot of these behaviors start from home. It starts from family members of touching and abusing, sexually assaulting and molesting, and then the person can't deal with that. Not saying that in her case that this is the case, that this happened to her, but I know she had a lot of demons in her life. In order for her to go into the streets and want to be left alone by everybody, and the streets became her caretaker and ultimately became her demise. Unfortunately, this happened to a lot of us. This happened to people I know and people I don't know. And to say that she was less than a human being is sad. To say that and to make reports, okay, she was using drugs, there was an overdose. First you saying that it was trauma to the head, then it wasn't trauma. Then what it is, they found her naked. No. That sound like foul play to me. That's foul play. That's foul play. People use her downfall, her depression, right, and her traumas and her anxiety, the pain and suffering of her using drugs and alcohol and everything else, her losing herself to murder, death, killer. And I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. Yes. Because people gonna write stories up. People gonna do stories on her. And then they just take the cases that, oh, it's a drug overdose. And it's sad. The same way that you treat a person that have money, right? It's the same way you treat a person that don't have money, that live a life of drugs and alcohol, pain and suffering. Everybody got a story. You shouldn't treat them less than a human being. And this is what goes on. This is what goes on in our society. We as human beings must step up. And it's a really, really powerful, strong fight. It's a really, really powerful, strong fight. Many are calling, but chosen are few. Many are calling, but chosen are few. Many are calling, but chosen are few for this task. This is a big task. But once you embark on this task to speak up against this, to pull up in these neighborhoods, just to give a little present, just to give a little warm help, just to be there, a lot of people just can't do that. And this is sad. This is sad that she had to go through that. And there was a person there that was actually basically trying to help her. They knew her for like a whole year. And let me see if I can basically find the video. I think the video is here. I didn't get rid of the video. Let me see if I got it, okay? See if I got it. I think I do got it. But give me a second, okay? This is sad, man. It's sad that, we just like forget about people. She wasn't no less than a human being. She was a human being. She was a human being. And and it's sad that we live this way and have that mentality towards people. And this is what people do. If you're not rich and you don't have anybody, you don't have no people, they treat you like that, like you're a piece of trash and garbage. Some reason is
Well, now to a developing story in East Harlem, a disturbing discovery. The body of a woman found under the Metro North tracks on 124th Street. The remains put inside a plastic trash bag hidden under debris. Our Nicole Johnson is live out at the scene. And Nicole, you spoke to people who knew this woman and say she was trying to turn her life around?
That's right, Aaron. We've been out here all day. People are walking through here, stopping by, telling us that they believe they knew this woman, that she lived under the train tracks here in this plaza, and that she was trying to get her life together. A man working, he cleans this area. He says he found her body not too far from where I'm standing. Under the rumble of the Metro North, a grim discovery. A woman's body found in a plaza on 124th Street and Park Avenue Monday night, right where these cab drivers line up looking for fares.
I just saw her laying down, so somebody called the cops and they come and pick it up. But she sort of, up to now, we can't identify her, so we don't know who is she. It's very sad, you know.
Police say she appeared to be in her 20s, naked with trauma to her head. Her body was stuffed inside a plastic bag and inside a laundry bag. A worker who cleans the plaza found her and flagged down an officer. This woman says she knew the victim.
She was a sweetheart, very loving, caring young lady. Had a story, had her situation. She was living in the streets.
Police have not officially identified the woman, but people who live in the area believe
her name is Bonnie Rice. Her name is Bonnie Rice. That's her name. Her name is Bonnie Rice. That's her name. Her name is Bonnie Rice. Her name is Bonnie Rice. For somebody to do all of that, stuff her body in a laundry bag, stuff her body in a plastic bag, and then throw debris on her, that don't sound like it was a drug overdose. No. Somebody was trying to cover that up. She didn't do that herself. Somebody did that. Somebody did that. And they supposed, you know, it's just sad. It's a sad situation how we do people and look at people. Just because she was living on the street and she was homeless and she plagued herself with alcohol and drugs and everything else, she just couldn't shake it off her. She couldn't shake it off her. She couldn't shake it off her. And she was met with demise by a sick, barbaric devil demon that lurked in the shadow that was watching her. That lurked in the shadow that was watching her. That lurked in the shadow that's watching her. I want to get the person that did what? That put debris on top of her. For you to put her in a laundry bag and write in plastic bag, somebody did that. Somebody did that. You understand? That's foul play all day. Whether she overdosed or not, you're supposed to have called the cops. If it's that case. You see, here it shows that when you look at the news, it shows that, oh, she ain't had no trauma to the head. It just was a drug overdose because nobody want to take the case. Because they feel that she's nobody. But she is somebody. She is somebody. You know, and that neighborhood right there is plagued with a lot of K2 and a lot of drugs that's in that neighborhood right there. You know, and I want to send my condolences out to her and to her family because she has family. Where are they? If anybody can get it out, spread and like this message and get it out. This is part 2. If you want to check out part 1, you get in my subscription and check out part 1. That's an actual true fact. So you guys have an amazing Friday. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace.